conversation. In one corner, a person stands tall, shoulders back, a warm smile on their face. People naturally gravitate toward them, right? In another, someone sits hunched over, arms crossed, eyes darting around the room. They look uncomfortable, almost invisible. Now, tell me, which one do you think commands attention? Which one would you want to talk to? That's the power of body language. It speaks before you do. It can open doors or close them before you even say a word. Today, let's dive into the world of nonverbal communication and how you can use it to your advantage. Hi, this is Jaganavi, a soft skills and communication trainer, the silent influencer mastering body language for success. Let's talk about first impression. A professional was heading for a job interview. They were well prepared, knew their stuff, but as soon as they entered the interview room, something shifted. The panel seemed disengaged, their voice wavered, their shoulders slumped, and within minutes, they knew they had lost them. Now, contrast this with another candidate. They walked in confidently, made eye contact, greeted the panel with a firm handshake, and sat with poise. Even before they spoke, they had already won half the battle. Why? Because first impressions aren't just about words, they are about presence. And research shows that 55% of first impressions are based on body language alone. Have you ever judged someone instantly just by the way they carried themselves? Be honest, we all have, right? Let me take you a step further. I once met a CEO at a networking event. They weren't the loudest person in the room. They didn't boast about their success, but their presence unmistakable. Their handshake was firm but not overpowering. They maintained steady eye contact, nodded thoughtfully as people spoke, and never fidgeted. They didn't demand attention, they commanded it. That's the secret. Presence isn't about being loud, it's about being said. Shall we talk about confidence in posture? I knew a lawyer. She was brilliant, full of knowledge and skill, but in courtrooms, they struggled to make an impact. Why? Because their posture betrayed them. They would stand with their arms crossed, shoulders hunched, and often looked down while speaking. One day, a senior mentor gave them a simple tip: stand like you belong here. They started practicing an open stance, shoulders back, chin up, feet firmly planted. It wasn't overnight, but within weeks, the difference was striking. Their voice carried more weight. Their arguments felt stronger, and soon, judges and colleagues alike started paying close attention. So, your posture isn't just about standing straight, it's about owning your space. Do you know about the magic of eye contact? Yes, there is something powerful about looking someone in the eye. It creates connection, trust, and a sense of presence. But too little eye contact, it makes you seem distracted or insincere. But too much, well, you might come off as distant, or worse, that's creepy. You know the sweet spot? Aim for 60 to 70% of the time. And here is the trick. Use the triangle technique. Look at one eye, then the other, then at their mouth. It keeps things natural and engaging. You know what? I remember a time when I was negotiating a deal. The person I was speaking to kept avoiding eye contact. It felt like they were hiding something. I couldn't fully trust them. Later I found out they lacked confidence in their offer. Body language never lies. Think about the last time someone made strong, sincere eye contact with you. How did it make it feel? Seen? Heard? That's the power of this unspoken connection. Shall we start speaking with our hands? Yeah, that's called gestures. Have you ever watched a TED Talk? Notice how the speakers use their hands? Not wildly, but purposefully. Gestures amplify your words, make your message clearer and more engaging as well. Okay, now try this. Explain how to tie a shoe, but don't use your hands. Feels unnatural, right? That's because gestures are hardwired into communication. Let's break it down further. When you tie a shoe, your hands move in a rhythmic, deliberate motion, crossing the laces, looping one side, threading it through. Imagine explaining this without moving your hands. It would feel forced and confusing, right? Now picture doing it naturally, demonstrating each step while speaking. The difference is night and day. You know, I once coached a speaker who kept their hands glued to their sides while talking. Their words were powerful, but something felt off. The moment they started using natural gestures, their speech transformed. They became alive. Let's hear a story of transformation. The power of a smile. A customer service executive often faced difficult customers. Their approach was neutral. They gave information, answered questions, but never smiled much. One day, a trainer suggested an experiment. Greet every customer with a warm, genuine smile and observe the change. They took the challenge seriously, and guess what happened? Customers softened. Angry ones became less aggressive. Conversations became smoother. That's the magic of a smile. It disarms negativity and builds trust. Your face tells a story and make sure it's the right one. Shall we talk about the science of connection, otherwise called mirroring? Ever notice how best friends or colleagues start to mimic each other's gestures and tone? It's called mirroring, and it's a powerful tool to build rapport. In a negotiation, if the other person leans in, subtly do the same. If they nod, mirror their nod. It signals understanding, creates a sense of connection, and makes people feel at ease. But remember, keep it natural and not robotic. Let's talk about something very important, body language in virtual meetings. With Zoom calls being the new normal, you might think body language doesn't matter. No, you have to think again. Sit up straight, it shows energy and professionalism. Look at the camera and not at your screen to mimic eye contact. Use hand gestures even on video. Yes, it makes you more engaging. Have you ever been in a virtual meeting where someone just, felt more present, more dynamic? That's body language at play, even through a screen. Always know your silent superpower is body language. So the next time you walk into a room, step onto a stage, or even log into a meeting, remember to stand tall, make eye contact, use purposeful gestures, smile genuinely. Because sometimes the loudest message is the one you never speak. Now, here is my challenge for you. Observe your body language today and see what silent messages are you sending. Thank you so much for listening to me today, and you guys have a